In 1991, Sonic the Hedgehog burst onto the scene and made mascots cool. Before Sonic they had just been cute at best, but after Sonic they could be cool, and it helped Sega a great deal. Of course, other game companies saw this success and thought, how can we capitalize on this? And a lot more animal mascots were born, like Arrow the Acrobat, Awesome Possum, Zool, and Spanky. But from Accolade's unimaginative offices came the one that I'm going to talk about today, Bubsy the Bobcat.
What could possibly go wrong?
Unlike Sonic, Bubsy is a total loser. He's just a cat with a white t-shirt with an exclamation mark on it. And he's always got that stupid smirk on his face. Great design. There were 4 games made starring this lousy feline, and I'm going through them all. First off, we have Bubsy the Bobcat in Claws Encounters of the Furred Kind. Here's the first problem. Bubsy games have a lot of bad puns. In some situations, puns are fun, but there are also those puns that sort of pisses you off, and Bubsy puns fall into that category. The first Bubsy game sold well, but I don't like it at all. The control is too loose. Either you walk like a snail or run too fast and just run into the enemies. And don't you just love games that have one-hit kills? Every time you're on a slope, Bubsy will automatically start walking downward, which is annoying. Just stand still, you stupid cat. Some ledges you can't jump on because you'll just slide off. If you jump from high up, he dies.
What could possibly go wrong?
Bubsy does have the ability to glide, but it's kind of pointless, as well as unrealistic. What's making him glide, I wonder? He doesn't have wings, or even a loose shirt he could sort of use to make a makeshift hang glider. Oh well. This game is bad. The only thing I like about it is the music, but that can't save it. Not when stuff like this happens.
What could possibly go wrong?
No, this game blows. And here's another pun.
Did I mention I don't like height?
Next we have Bubsy 2, no subtitle. There is, however... This game is the best one in the series. That's not saying that it's good, but it's not that bad either. The control is tighter and there's a hub level which allows you to select levels at the start, which is a welcome addition. The levels are themed and they all come with bad puns.
Nothing can stop me now.
I'm gonna move on. The third game in the series, Bubsy in Fractured Furry Tales, is on the Atari Jaguar. Remember that? That wasn't exactly a successful console, but then again Bubsy was never successful either. And they're both cats, go figure. This game is a little better than the first one, but it's worse than the second. It's back to the linear level style, and this time they're themed after fables. Like here on the first level, it's Alice in Wonderland. The control is about the same as Bubsy 2, which is good, but you still run too fast. Too bad you don't have a ball to roll up into like Sonic, so all that happens is that you run into enemies and die.
Oh sure, let's all torch the Bubster.
I couldn't finish the first level. Admittedly, I wasn't trying too hard, but I don't care. Next. Now we come to the cream of the crop. Bubsy 3D, with the subtitle Forbidden Planet.
The great catastrophe has befallen us, Bubsy Bobcat!
Where do I start with this one? Well, I guess the graphics. They're pitiful. I mean, just look at it. Was this seriously sold in stores? I mean, I know Sony had a preference for 3D games and against 2D games in the PlayStation days, but for them to accept this game and then give Castlevania Symphony of the Night a hard time is difficult to fathom. Now control. Remember how good Super Mario 64 controlled? Well, this game, as you might expect, controls horribly. It uses basically tank controls, where if you push left or right, he turns left or right on the spot where you stand, and pushing up makes him go forward. Push it back and he'll do small hops backward. The controls actually remind me of Resident Evil, but I would never have thought that that control type would ever make it into a platform game. And the puns are back in full force. Throughout the Bubsy series, Bubsy has had an annoying voice to accompany his annoying games, and in this game it's worse than ever.
Video game star, for starters, grab all
the items you see. There's plenty of them in each level. And if you get enough of them, you'll be in for some surprises.
Man, this game is bad. It's like a joke, a parody of a game. Stay away from this game.
Oh,
Now for the scores. Now I have to avoid any more puns or I'll get hanged. I'll just pause the game and